Hey guys, in this video we're gonna do another aerial photos editing session, so let's get into it. All right, so we shot this home in North Scottsdale, and they ordered the 5 photo package. Our next tier is 10, so we wanna deliver 9 or less. So I shot 18, so I'm gonna have to remove half of these. I did shoot these photos with the Mavic Air 2, so they were shot in a 4:3 aspect ratio, so we are gonna have to crop them as well. But what I'll do right now is try to reduce the amount of photos that we deliver to 9. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this one. Whoops, sorry, I'm not in the quick collection. Let me go ahead and Command A and hit B. Whoops, I just didn't click on it. All right, quick collection, we'll hit B on that one, we'll remove that one. These two are pretty similar. We have a straight on shot and then a corner shot. I like the corner shot better because you got the better views. And that's gonna be one thing that I focus on in kind of picking which ones I keep. This one doesn't really have that good of views. This one kind of gets a different aspect. You can see the mountains over here and to the northeast. So we got, there's 6. This one not so good either. This one not as great. This one's cool. I like this shot. The house is right here and the lower side, so that's 6. This one is pretty similar to that one, just straight up. And does it show anything extra? It's hard to tell. All right, so this top down shot, I don't like this one because it's cropping off part of the roof. We have a straight down shot on the backyard. So both of these look pretty good to me. I like this corner of the backyard. We got a front. Yeah, I kind of like these backyard shots just because there was a lot of vegetation on the lower level shots. There are kind of some angles that we weren't able to get. So what I'm gonna do is I'll remove this top down. I feel like this whole lot top down shot is good. And then we have both of these shots at the same elevation, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Now we just need to get rid of at least one more, and I think the corner shots are probably the better ones in the backyard. So I'm gonna hit B on that. All right, so now we're down to 9. So now I'll click on the first one, we'll go to develop. And what I'm gonna do is change the aspect ratio to 2:3 or 3:2, and then I'm gonna drag my photo down here. And that's good, and then hit auto on the settings. And reduce highlights, increase shadows so we can see a little bit more on the home. And then, I feel like it needs a little more texture. Let me try texture. I don't mess with this one too much. I don't like that too much. Let's try clarity, maybe a little bit of contrast. All right, it's starting to kind of take shape a little bit now. So let me hit copy, and we do want to copy the crop so that we want to make sure that this setting is selected. So, all right, let's move on to the next one. We'll paste that settings. And I feel like we're getting too much on the driveway, so I'm gonna reposition the crop up a little bit like that. Maybe center the home a little bit better. There we go, that looks better to me. Let me see, I think it could be a little bit warmer. And the sky is, we'll try luminance to see if we can bring this down. That actually looks pretty good. So use luminance, drop it. Now let me copy this one and go back to the first one and see if that looks better. Obviously the crop was better originally, but I think the look, we just want to make sure we maintain that consistent look throughout our aerial photos. That's all the way, let me see. Actually this one's not all the way down. I prefer it like that. All right, so now I'm gonna copy this one and keep going. All right, now these ones starting to look a little bit bright. Let me bring it down, and probably a little bit too warm when we're facing away from the sun. But I like it, I like the detail, it looks good. So let's copy here, keep going. That looks good. That looks good as well. This top-down shot. I'm gonna crop in anyway. And now, a lot of times I won't do DNG converter on aerial photos just because, you know, we do some cropping in. So if you do use DNG converter and shrink it down, and then when you shrink it down even more, it's gonna look pretty pixelated. So I usually leave it original, and then on the export, we'll resize it. All right, so let's move on to the next photo. And here I feel like we're cropping off the horizon a bit, so let me reposition this up. So we got some horizon, and that looks good. Paste here. I think this one turned out really, really good. All right, so that's all 9 images that we're gonna deliver. Now let me zoom in, just look at them all, just see if they look pretty consistent. If anything, this one right here looks a little bit too cool for me. So let me bring up the white balance just a little bit in this one. Now if I go back, they look a little bit more consistent. So from here, all we're gonna do is hit Command A and export our images. So we'll export them, and then we'll choose our folder, and we'll do a new folder called Aerial, and choose it. And then I usually label or title the aerial photos aerial. And then right here, we're gonna resize long edge to 2048 at 80%. That's gonna reduce the size to about 1 to 2 megapixels, and hit export. And now you're ready to deliver those photos to your customer. So if you guys have any additional questions on editing a home like this, feel free to reach out. We'll see you guys on the next one.